So I went and checked the mail today, and it turns out the DMV sent me a notice. I bet you all can guess what that might be. Department of Motor Vehicles. It's time to smog the Subaru. I need to swap my exhaust and get her ready for inspection. So let's go on ahead and get going. I can't believe it's already time to smog again, man. Like 2 years just flew by just like that. First thing I'm gonna do is go around and spray some PB Blaster or like some type of penetration oil, you know, to get the bolts loosened up freely. But I did use some anti-seize on all the bolts and all the studs, so I should have no issue with that. So wish me luck, let's do this. Oh no, I better have it. WD-40, that'll work. Liquid wrench, that'll also work. How about this penetrating oil here? Yeah, it should be plenty. Let there be light. Let there be light. Thank you. Thank you for cooperating. Alright, here's my DP, my downpipe. Nice and rusted. I actually took off the heat shield on the last thing I did to my car, which was the slave cylinder. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray them bolts. You know what? I'll take that back. I'm not gonna even touch that freaking downpipe or the bolts or the turbo or anything because it is still freaking really hot. I just got home from work. It's been sitting for maybe a half hour with the fan on it, and it's too hot to work on, so I'm gonna, you know, go take a break for a little while it cools down. Catch you back later. So while I'm waiting for my car to cool down, I thought it'd be kind of interesting to go over how much it actually costs to smog a car like mine. So I'm gonna just go down the list of fees that the DMV charges you for. So we have the registration fee, $70. License fee, $60. Weight fee, $0. Okay, I like that. Specialty plate fee, that was my preference. WRX dude custom plate, $38. County/district fees, $7. Really? What do they need $7 extra for that? So the grand total is $175 to smog a WRX. A WRX. It's all worth it in the end because you just put your pedal to the metal and you get instant smiles right away. Alright, I believe my car has cooled down for the most part. So I grabbed my 14mm socket, 14mm wrench, and I'm just going to try to break it free without spraying it first. Let's hope it comes loose for me first try. Alright, let's see if my car wants to cooperate with me today. I really want to get a stupid light that kind of works a little better, you know? It's always shadows and stuff. Absolutely hate it. With a passion. Oh, there we go. Oh, see? Look at that. Buttery. It came loose pretty easy because I actually used my torque wrench, I think. And normally, I always over torque these like crazy. The damn bolt's still way too hot, so it's good to know that these are gonna come loose without a problem though. Alright, we are back. And for sure, the nuts and bolts, they should be cooled down by now. Alright, so there's gonna be 5 bolts, well, a couple nuts and a couple bolts. There's gonna be 2 hidden on the bottom side. So this is the one we broke free, this one earlier. There we go. Since I do have an aftermarket downpipe and it is wrapped up, you kind of just have to kind of force the socket on there so it goes on straight. Alright, I think we're getting lucky. Came off without an issue. No struggles here. Alright, would you look at that? Would you look at that? All the bolts are out. 3 nuts, 2 bolts. Let's see if we get some wiggles. Yep, it's wiggly. Alright guys, I'm actually going to call it a night. It's getting pretty late and I want to get up early and get another good start on this, so we'll pick this up in the morning. Later. Day 2, let's continue this exhaust party. Okay, now that we have the car securely on jack stands, as you can see, we are going to start taking off the exhaust. And we're all too familiar with this little piece. This is the part I unbolted when I went straight pipe for the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and start unbolting that right there. 14mm socket.
and wrench. No problemo. Alright. Bam, bam, bam. Let's get the gasket out of there. I actually doubled it up just to be safe. Let's get this first part off the hanger. I'll make my life a little easier. Please, I'm going to spray some lubricating oil just on this rubber hanger piece. Just to get it going. Look at that. Just a tiny bit goes a long way. We are free. Alright, we got 1 out of 3 sections unbolted. So let's move down the pipe. Woohoo! Oh, oopsie. I think my downpipe just came undone from those the studs up there. Yeah, I'm gonna finish unbolting this. Try to get some pressure off of the O2 sensor wire and regroup. Can you stay there for a little while? Buy me some time while I get that undone. Curious to see what type of condition my gasket's in on this piece, because I have not checked this piece since I have installed this exhaust about 2 years ago, and it looks pretty janky. Definitely seen better days, that's for sure. Well, apparently the lube worked so good that it just slipped right off the hanger without me even putting pressure on it. So there we go, second piece is out. Moving on to the last and final piece, which is the downpipe, which is already fallen off as well. So that should be pretty easy. Alright, so instead of unbolting the O2 sensor from the actual pipe, I like to just unclip it from the actual wiring harness. The O2 sensor comes out a lot easier when you're not working on it under the car. So I always like to pull it out and just unclip it and then pull out the whole thing and then get it loose that way. So to get this clip out, you just have to put pressure on the top right up here, and then the little tab will release right there. So it's free. Now I'm just gonna snip this zip tie. Sweet! Drag this baby out now. Come on out there, Betsy. So all the exhaust components are off, and I'm looking at my O2 sensor now. That's located on the downpipe. Check out the freaking strippage. I do not remember doing this when I put this on. That is horrible. I'm hoping maybe some vice grips can get that loose, because I did use some anti-seize grease on here. So that could be a lifesaver. But we're gonna have to attempt to get this loose. So here we go. Okay, well I picked the best side with somewhat of a non-stripped edge. Vice grips are on there secure now. And I'm gonna attempt to loosen this. Yes! Yes! Success! I love when things go my way. But the bad news is I gotta do this 2 more times. But I'm glad it came loose for me. Damn, look at that char right there. That's what Catalyst does right there to your O2 sensor. Just turns it black. Hope it still works. Damn, I gotta like scrape off all that stuff. All that carbon buildup. In case any of you guys are interested. This is my exhaust pulled off.
This is the NVIDIA G200 with the titanium burnt edge tip. All the way down, catless, of course. Here's the NVIDIA. This is actually the resonator. NVIDIA certification right there. Let me go all the way down to the NVIDIA V2 bell mouth downpipe. Got it heat wrapped. So yeah, I've had this for 2 years now. It's been a great exhaust. But now we gotta go back to stock for a short time. But
that happens every 2 years, so I'm used to it by now. So let's go ahead and dig out that stock old exhaust. Hopefully I have all the pieces to it. Okay, well, I found the exhaust junkyard. There's a couple different pieces here. On the right side, that is my first eBay exhaust I ever bought for my WRX. And then it looks like on the left side, that is gonna be my stock setup. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Hopefully there's no spiders because I hate spiders.
hopefully there's no spiders because I hate spiders.
Oi! Saw a fat nasty spider earlier. I almost died.
What are you stuck on, you bastard? Oh yeah, it's got a fat exhaust on that bitch.
Can't even pull it out towards me. I have to push it the other way because the trailer is too low and my muffler won't fit under it. So I gotta pull it all the way back. I just have to move a bunch of crap too. I'm gonna go on ahead and insert the O2 sensor into the stock downpipe now. But first I'm gonna add this life-saving ingredient, Never Seed. Just add it just to the threads. You don't want to get it on the O2 sensor. Okay, that should be a lifesaver right there. Just gonna slowly thread it in. Make sure it goes in smooth. Alright, just snug, nothing crazy. Alright, here comes the fun part. Time to climb under there and start mounting the downpipe. This sucks. Alright, I see the downpipe coming up now. It is very difficult to do this with one person, but I do have the downpipe propped up on a piece of wood to kind of help it so there's not too much pressure on it. So I'm going to attempt to get the downpipe mounted on the studs. Okay, I got the downpipe on one of the studs so far. So I'm going to try to thread a nut on there just to get it somewhat secure. I just got fucking light. This light's killing me. Anyways, got one nut going on one stud right now. And I want to just show you that it is possible to do this with one person. I'm going to show you the way I did it. Here it is, as you can see. First I propped it up on that piece of wood, and then I kind of relieved some pressure by jacking it up right on the edge there, and that allowed the stud to go through just enough to thread the nut on there. So that was my my attack plan, and it seemed to work. So far so good. One more component to go. Need some lube. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is try and mount this half of the exhaust onto the hangers. That way I'm not supporting the whole weight of the exhaust when I'm bolting it down there. So let's go on ahead and spray this up. There we go. Alright, just got the stock exhaust all bolted up and torqued down. Nice and rusted and junky. Quick peek, look at that tip. Ooh, nice. It's actually some cobwebs, spider webs, some type of spider web residue. Alright, let's start her up and see how she sounds. Well, nothing exciting about that. Not at all, whatsoever. Smells like burnt spiderwebs and mildew. Alright, one other important thing before I go and smog my car, I have to reflash it to the stock ECU tune with my good old access port. So that is what I'm gonna do right about now. I don't know if any of you guys know how to do it. I'm sure you looked up videos by now, but to go on ahead and change your map, you go to tune, change map, verify ignition is turned on, so let's turn the key. There we go. Reflash, permanent flash that remains if the ECU loses power. Yes. You're gonna select the married stock mode. It's the stock map that comes with the car. Okay, now the access port is telling me to connect the green test mode connectors. And you'll actually find that right under here. I usually feel for them. Here they are. You just gotta connect those. Okay, just connected the green test mode connectors. Now, access port is flashing data. Might take about 5 minutes. You know what? I'm tired of that beeping noise, so I'm just gonna buckle up the seatbelt. There we go, problem solved. So smart, so smart. Okay, now it is telling me to disconnect the green test mode connectors. There we go. Ignition, turn the key to the ignition off. Ignition off. Ignition on. And there we go, map has been changed. Current map. Married stock mode, no codes. Cool. Success. Alright, let's see if this baby will start up and idle on its own. Sometimes after you switch the ECU or any type of map, the car needs to relearn everything, so let's see if it starts up. Oh, almost died. It's my good old squeaky AC belt, or I think it's my power steering belt. Don't let it idle too long in the garage, because it'll be your last startup. Wish me luck.